Join me today as we unbox the 40th anniversary artwork version of the BattleTech game of Armored Combat, so we can see what's different, if anything. Welcome to the Geek Cabal channel. My name is Bobby, and today we're going to be checking out the newest version of the BattleTech Game of Armored Combat. Now, this version should be showing up in stores if it hasn't already. You can check my other videos, but this is the new artwork for the 40th Anniversary Edition, and it's got the 40th Anniversary Edition logo. And this is supposed to be a Star League paint job, I believe, on the main battle mech there. I don't see the unit insignia, but I could be missing it. But this should be Star League paint job. The beginner box also has a new front with a Star League paint job for the mech on it. These are the only two boxes that have been updated. I don't think they're going to update the Clan Invasion box, the Alpha Strike box, or the Essentials box. So let's see if there's anything different in this one. Well, I mean, I know that there is because it says here on the front, but let's pretend like I didn't see that and see what we got. So, get our plastic here. So, like I said, there was something actually on here that indicated it. And on the back, it's got pretty much the same that's on the other. It's just that there's the new artwork, and then it is highlighted what's different in this one. But again, let's try to actually be a little bit surprised here. So let's see. Oh, well, actually I didn't know that this was in here. This is new. Actually, I'm not going to turn this around. There's a paper here with a code for 20% off the Catalyst web store. So yeah, although you would have to know that because it doesn't actually say where to use this, so that's kind of an oversight. There's no website or anything listed. So yeah, I guess this is for the Catalyst web store because it's all stuff you buy on there. A lot of stuff on here in the picture. I'm not going to turn around because the code's on there and it's a single-use code, but it's 20% off. So depending on what you buy, that could recoup the cost of this box, especially if you get one of these. This is $60 retail. I got it for $45 from Fortress Miniatures. They're another guy. It's another individual online. They and Ares Miniatures, the two big, like, independent merchants for this stuff, and they're both very reliable. I've ordered from both of them, but this came from Fortress for anyone that cares. Put links in the description for them. So this is the same book that's in the other. This is new artwork. So this will be the third version of this book that I have now. And I don't think they're going to update the others. So I don't recall offhand if the others have the mech artwork in the back, but this one definitely does. I'm going to link to the other videos for our unboxing of the same box with the different artwork. We have the same 8 mechs, your 2 D6s to start your crack addiction, and the same 8 mechs that are in the other box. Nothing different about them. I would have to get my others to compare them, but I've heard some people say that the mold lines aren't quite as visible. I never really thought I had problems with mold lines on the others, but these are all clean releases from what I can see on here, so they're all quality, and it should all be the same numbering on the bottom. So now I'll have to check my other to be sure, but these, I know there's probably no way you can see this in the video, but there's writing indented into the plastic with abbreviations for the names of the mechs. And I don't know that that's on the other version. So I'll have to check one of my others out for sure. And then here are the Alpha Strike and Pilot cards for each of these 8 mechs. Here is the BattleTech primer, and this should be the same as the others. It gives you an overview of the universe, the different eras. You know, it shows you the era symbols here. If you see my novel reviews, you'll see that I talk about these symbols because they indicate what eras the novels take place in. Speaking of which, here's pictures of several of the covers of the novels on the back. And I believe this is the same as it's in the others, but I'll double check. Yeah, a little bit about each of the houses. You know, like here's House Lau and House Merrick. Pretty sure that artwork for the catapult firing here is almost as old as I am. It's no joke. It's from the 80s. The later 80s, though. Yeah. I don't see anything new in here. So I'm going to say this book is probably the same as what's in the other. Then, of course, you have the rule book, which, you know, it's got some heft to it. Feels about the same. New cover art. Cover feels more solid than the other that I recall. It's a thicker cardboard, maybe. I'm sure there's some errata in here because just like the core rule books with each printing, if there's anything they do errata on. Here's the 8 mechs that are in the box set. Painted way better than I'm ever going to paint them. I really need to do a video showing the ones I've actually painted. I don't think I'm a terrible painter, but I'm definitely not this good. So the gentleman I mentioned in another one of our videos, has a channel just starting out. He does a lot of miniature painting. He could probably paint them that well. And of course you have the record sheets, just like the other box. So that all's the same. Now this is different. This would be the new edition. Isn't there a band named New Edition? No relation to this, probably. You never know. It's a comic book artist named Ralph Macchio, not the Karate Kid. Okay, so we have notable. Oh, okay, I think it's 2 pages. So we have notable units of the Il Clan era. So this is the era the game is currently in. So this is an update because it's from 3151 on. We have, this is, brings you up to speed from 3025, which is where the box set usually takes place, to 3151. Then we have 3151 to the present, which would be like 3152. Notable personalities. Notable units. So this is if you want to go ahead and jump into where the current era of the game is played at the moment. And then looks like we have some additional record sheets. So these would be, yeah, these are record sheets that incorporate the newer technology. The base record sheets, these are probably 3025 record sheets. I know a lot more about the lore than I do the game. I think I've said that before, but just in case. So anyone that knows for sure, correct me on that. But these should be 3025 or maybe 3050. This is with all the new technology that's come along since then. And yeah, so they're going to be better. But they're going to cost you more money. Or C-bills, or I don't know if they use C-bills because Comstar kind of bit the dust. And then here is a rules insert for the various new weapons and technologies. Looks like it's just back to back. It feels thicker, but so this is the things that are going to be in these versions as opposed to the other, because this rule book doesn't include these technologies. Normally you'd have to get some other stuff to get that far. And then we have the maps, which I'll go ahead and unfold them, but they should be the same as the other version of this box set. Here's the greenery side. I'm sure it has a better name than that. Actually, where is it? Yes, Grassland number 3. And on its back side is Desert number 3. And then we have Grassland number 2. Not to be confused with Graceland, which apparently some nefarious types have attempted to steal recently. Yes, I do mean Elvis's home. And then Desert number 2. And then of course you have your attack modifier table. You know, it's got all your fun stuff. It looks like we are still doing the punch outs, so that's nice. These are cardboard standees to double and then some what you have. Now, I will note that these are the same 9 that are in the other, because at the time the first version of this was made, the beginner set had a duplicate mech with this. They both had a Wolverine in it, and there's only one Wolverine in this. Whereas the more recent version of the starter set, the beginner set, has, I believe it's a Whitworth now instead of a Wolverine. And that has not changed on here, however, so this is just a reprint. And then it's got some more terrain down here that you can pop out in hexes and stands. And I know some people really like these. I bought the set of them in case I ever just want to play some Titanic game, so I have a ton of mechs to use. And then there's also, this is probably not a unique code. Yeah, this is for Ironwind Metals. It's another coupon code. It's for 20% off if you spend $100. And it's good through New Year's Eve of next year. So, you know. And then here are the mechs that are in this set. Yeah, these are probably the metal versions of them painted up because they have them all. I'm still trying to decide what I'm going to use my other one on. Probably something like this. That's not going to be in plastic anytime soon. It's an ultra heavy tripod. So anyway, so it looks like the main thing that's different is this Il-Clan era primer and the rules insert for the Il-Clan era weapons. So if you have the other set and you're just not dying to get this thing, there's probably not a reason to buy this, although it does come with the coupon, which, like I said, you know, it's 20% off, $45 set. If you're buying a couple shirts and some other boxes and stuff. And if I haven't mentioned it in the other videos, if you buy the source books through Catalyst, you also get the PDF version. Actually, you might only get the PDF version. I don't know if they sell the physical books, but you do get the, anytime they update it, whenever they make a new printing, they'll update your PDF for free. So, something to consider. But anyway, that's pretty much all we got on this one. So, hope everyone learned something here if you didn't already know, or if you confirmed suspicions or whatnot. We got some other unboxings in the near future, plus the Kickstarter material from the Mercenaries has started shipping, so we're going to have a giant big old unboxing whenever that stuff shows up, I'm sure. But otherwise, thank you folks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. It's YouTube, you know how it goes. But remember, no guts, no galaxy.